Alright, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's live stream. Today is March 24th, 2025. And to begin today's live stream, I do want to take a look at the economic calendar here. So we have flash manufacturing PMI numbers here being released in about 14 minutes or so. So just let's get ready for that, you know. Coming into today, I don't really have a daily nor weekly bias, and I'll get into why here. So this is the weekly candle here from last week, right? And you know, with the way that we close, it's pretty, I can't really anticipate whether we're going to continue higher or lower here with the way that we closed here on this specific weekly candle. And so because I have no idea where the weekly time frame wants to go, I'm going to stay neutral, and I'm just going to rely on the daily time frame and the intraday time frames for a bias. So let's see if I can get rid of this here. So this is the daily candle from I guess last week, right? So this is the previous daily candle, Friday's candle here. And with the way that we close here on this daily candle, it's easy for me to assume, right, that previous day high or Friday's high of day is the draw of liquidity. It's an up close daily candle. Easiest assumption is that the daily high is going to be taken. What did we end up doing? We gapped up during Sunday's open, and we took out Friday's high of day. So here, now that we gapped up and took out Friday's high of day, right, I can't use the daily time frame as a bias. Same thing here on the weekly time frame as well. I was neutral, and we ended up taking out previous week's high during London. So now coming into today, I don't really have a or I guess coming into this morning, I don't really have a bias. I don't have really a directional bias here. I'm going to elect to wait and see how we close here on this 4-hour time frame and this 8-hour time frame. So those two time frames right now, we're about to close on those two time frames in about 24 minutes or so. So once we close on those two candles, I'm going to have a new objective here for the morning, right? Intraday candles. Every single candle, every single time frame has an objective. So I'm just going to wait until this 4-hour candle closes and this 8-hour candle closes for a morning objective. Pretty much all I have coming into today. Fairly easy, you know, bias here. I'm not gonna force anything, right? I don't want to force a daily objective. We have already completed that objective, and we have already completed the weekly objective as well. So I do want to go over and take a look at what exactly flash manufacturing PMI numbers is. So and I do want to know what this is as well. Alright, so essentially flash manufacturing PMI and flash services PMI is like it's a indicator that shows us whether or not um, businesses in the service industry or the manufacturing industry is expanding or contracting, right? So a release point, I guess, data of over 50 is considered expansion. Data under 50 is considered contracting. Could, indicate weakness. So if PMI show strong expansion, central banks may adopt a more hawkish stance, higher interest rates. If they show contraction, it could lead to dovish policies such as lower interest rates and so in a if the businesses are showing weaknesses, not a lot of demand, then the the feds could end up raising the interest rates, or not raising the interest rates, but lowering the interest rates in order to stimulate growth into the economy. So it measures business conditions, right? It's a business condition indicator. All right. This morning, a very interesting morning so far. So far, we see here. It looks like we are going to rebalance. this inefficiency here on the weekly time frame. So I do want to see prices trade up into the 50% of this dealing range. Keep in mind it is the daily dealing range as well. So from this daily swing high to this daily swing low, there is a dealing range, right? And a dealing range consists of equilibrium, discount, premium. Equilibrium is that halfway point between the swing high and the swing low, and the equilibrium separates premium, which I'm going to denote as a red box, and I'm going to do discount as a green box. There we go. So anywhere in this green box is and would be considered discount. Anywhere in the red box would be considered premium, right? And we've been selling off, you know, a lot. And so if we could have a retracement back into premium of this dealing range, that would be quite nice. And you know, if you guys apply this to like, if you guys are thinking of like a regular market, right? You go into this grocery store and you see a item that says on discount. It's more likely that the consumers are going to buy the discounted items, right? That's just human nature. You want to buy prices when it's cheap. You want to buy products when it's cheap, and you want to sell products when it's high. And in this case, if there are sellers here in the markets, they're most likely going to want to sell within this red box here. It's just, you know, psychological. It's just, and it's efficient as well, right? It's efficient to be selling in a premium. So the sellers here, they're going to want to drive prices into the premium of this dealing range here. That's something that I do want to see coming into today and coming into this week. Yeah, we have about 17 minutes or so left here on NQ and ES until we close on the 4-hour and 8-hour time frame. So just watch where we close. Kind of important. So I'm gonna leave the equilibrium here. So if we're bullish, if we create a bullish candle here on the 4-hour candle, or sorry, on the 4-hour time frame and the 8-hour time frame, then it's easy for me to assume that we're going to take out the 4-hour high and possibly rebalance and retrace back into the premium of the dealing range, that hour, or not hourly, but daily dealing range. Oh, there's flash PMI numbers. Oh wow, so we actually are manufacturing side, at least we're technically contracting. It's actually weaker, and services a lot stronger than expected at a 54. So yeah, a number above 50 indicates industry expansion. Below 50 is contracting. so yeah, recruiting for manufacturing is just creating things, right? New orders, output, product, production. To be honest, this kind of makes sense, right? With the lower manufacturing, um, with the tariffs and whatnot, this just makes sense that we have a lower than expected, lower than forecasted. Uh, yeah, let's see. So we kind of had a gap up here actually. So we closed here on NQ and then we just gapped up. Very interesting, kind of like just bounce up. So 8 more minutes, 12 more minutes left until the closure of the 4-hour candle and the 8-hour candle. Gonna continue to practice patience. For now, let's just hop into like a chess game or something, and kind of just like warm up the brain. Okay, I am not entirely too sure if he moved up his. Huh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. um, I can't go here because I can go here, and then attack this. Oh my gosh, he's screwed. Wow. Oh wait, I had checkmate in one. Was it here? It was here. Well, what a game. What a game. I'll do one more. And yeah, let's see here. So I'm gonna go here. Probably gonna bring up, okay. All right. Okay. Brother, what? Am I trolling, or like he can't do anything with that? Right? He can't go here. Okay. He's attacking here now, so I'm gonna go here. Attack his queen. Okay, I'll go here. Attacking my pawn here. I'll go here. Kind of put everything together here now. If he takes this way, I'll go here. This is fine too. He's doing a lot of stuff. I don't really like this. Not a really big fan of this. Okay, now he's attacking here. This is a pretty I have to attack here. Whew. Okay, let's see. What can I do? So I can't go here. We'll go attack. I can go here now. He's still trying to bring that offensive. Go here. and then can I do something like this? Wait, I think he just threw. He might have through. Now his knight's hanging. This pawn's hanging. I was in a pretty dominant position this entire time, but okay, not too bad. 3 more minutes left. Let's prepare. Okay, so notice how we're really close to that equilibrium price point, right? Within this next 8 hours, right, I want to see prices take the 8-hour high here, take out the high, and expand into the equilibrium of this dealing range, which makes sense. I want to see us expand, take out the equilibrium. I'm actually going to log into my account just in case we do get a opportunity to long. Give me 1 second. Right, I am in. And yeah, so like I said, I want to see us trade into that equilibrium price point. Let's see if we have any fair value gaps that we could enter off of. So it appears that we have no fair value gaps actually, right? We don't really have any displacement here on the lower time frames that supports the idea of higher prices, and so I think I might have to sit this one out. But no, yeah, notice how this 15-minute high is the same high as the 30-minute, the hourly, and the 4-hour. That means because the 15-minute high is the same high as the 4-hour high, and the 4-hour high being the same high as the 8-hour high, that means I can anticipate for the 8-hour objective to be completed within the next 15 minutes. That idea is called scope. Scope just allows us to understand when a specific objective should be completed. So here, like I said, because the 15-minute high is the same high as the 8-hour high, we should complete it within the next 15 minutes. So there's an open. We don't have any fair value gaps, right? Like I said, we don't have any fair value gaps that support the idea here of higher prices. So I'm not going to force anything here coming into this morning. And yeah, just going to wait. No need to force. No need to force anything. ES also appears to be suggesting higher prices as well. This isn't a trade, by the way. It's just hypothetical right now. yeah, I really do want to see us take out that 15-minute high and that 4-hour/8-hour high coming into this morning. And while we wait for that, I'm actually gonna go over the pros and cons here for this morning. Alright, so for the pros and cons here, so for the pros and cons for this week, I didn't take any trades yet for the I think for the entirety of March, to be honest. But yeah, for the pros and cons from last week, the first thing is that taking consistent models. I think this is something that I have mentioned for many live streams now. Always take consistent trades. That's the only way that you're going to practice and be able to like actually find that profitability, right? You have to be able to remain consistent with your strategies and with your trades. So whenever you take a trade, always be able to identify what are some of the key factors that you're looking for, right? So for me, I'm always looking for a higher time frame objective. Higher time frame objective is essentially why should prices continue higher or lower, right? And it could be two reasons. It should be to expand towards liquidity or to retrace back into premium or discount. Those are like the two reasons why those should be the two reasons why prices moves for me. And that's just going to be my higher time frame objective. Why should we continue higher or lower? The model is essentially how are you going to align yourself with that higher time frame objective, right? So if the 4-hour time frame is suggesting higher prices, how am I going to align myself with that order flow, right? My model has to be bullish if my higher time frame is bullish. If the higher time frame objective is bearish, then my model should be bearish. And same thing with my entry pattern, and that's the last component. The entry pattern is the fair value gap that supports the model. So if I am bullish, I'm going to be looking for BISIs, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. If I'm bearish, I'm going to be looking for SIBIs, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So those are the three components that make up a, I guess, consistent trade, right? Because every single trade I would take, I'm going to have those three components, always. Second, paying attention to SMT. Here, the reason why I'm comparing, ES and then Q side by side is to see which one of them has taken out the highs yet. So it looks like ES hasn't taken out the highs. Same thing here on NQ. SMT is essentially, it indicates where there has been manipulation and a divergence in prices. And third, be patient. You shouldn't have to feel this, this urgency to force the trade to happen, right? There's no need for you to really force anything. So be patient, allow the trades to come to you. And if the trades do come to you, be confident in your strategy. Be able to press that button without fear of the outcome. Just, if everything that you're looking for is there, just execute. And what are some things I can work on? Continue to, continue and focus on aligning my thoughts and my actions with my goals and my values. Just something that I need to work on, right? How is this going to benefit me in achieving my goals or practicing my values and virtues, right? Are the thoughts that I'm having in alignment with my goals and my values? Or my actions? Second, be confident. Um, you know, there's the book that I'm reading right now is Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. It's essentially, it breaks down Taoism in, I think, like 25 proverbs or so, I think. And just one of them is that, everything that you need, that you will ever need to achieve anything is within yourself, right? You just have to dig deep. And there's this saying where you should force anything to happen, and that everything will happen. It's, yeah, I mean, everything's from within. You're infinite. There's nothing that you're not capable of. If you just put your mind to it, you have that discipline to stay consistent, everything will come. So some improvements here, taking consistent models. Like I said, it's a reoccurring theme of my streams to show consistency, to show consistent trades, to be able to identify those three components that I look for every single time that I take a trade. Second, be patient. Don't force anything to happen. Allow it to come to you. This could be in life, aspects in life, and this could be in trades as well. And align your thoughts and your actions with your goals and your values. So with that, that's going to wrap it up for the pros and cons here for today. Getting more into depth about what's going on here in the markets right now. Just waiting. This is I'm not taking this trade here. This is just something that I have up just to see what's going to happen. But I'm going to give prices some more time to play out. But yeah, my objective still remains the same, right? I want to see us take out the 4-hour high. I want to see us take out the 8-hour high. And so I'm just waiting until the time is ripe and for me to execute. That's going to wrap it up for today's video, in today's live stream. Thank you guys so much